Right, so you're grabbing hold of an electric cable running along the side of the maintenance corridor leading to building 4, powering up all the lethal damage you took from the security robot dogs on your way here.
What about the bashing damage? Does it power up the bashing damage as well?
It does, yeah.
Oh, beautiful. So we're
that's the way forward, man.
fully healed.
Yeah.
This is exactly the way to live.
Mm-hmm.
Gripping hold on to power.
And everyone get a willpower back as well to start the game.
So we're fully healed, just to confirm we're fully healed?
You'll be fully, I assume you're going to stay there holding it till you're fully healed and fully pyrosed, really. Because this is, a big cable. There's a lot of electricity, so it's like just siphoning off enough for you.
All right, cool.
Well, I assume that's what you're going to do.
I'm holding it with both hands, going sick, screaming.
It feels good. It's like having a really, as you get into a nice hot bath, you can feel all your aches and pains getting washed away and just being recharged, quite literally. It powers up your nanobots to stitch you.
Sorry, can I just ask a question? For calcifying alembics, is it a vitriol experience you can use as well for that?
It's only vitriol that you can use for that. Yeah.
It's only right, cool. Okay. All right.
So ahead of you is a door that you can pass through when you're ready into the laboratory. So if you remember, that's the building where you saw the room that gives you the view of the angel that you saw in your dreams. And this is a company called LifeX that do various medical procedures. And this is their advanced cloning lab that you go into.
Naturally.
Yeah, so what are you doing? Heading onwards into the...
I reckon with gusto through the door.
Mm-hmm.
Right, you come through. There's a staircase going up and down, as they do sometimes. This was an underground maintenance corridor that you were on, so there's a sign pointing up towards the laboratory and down towards storage. I take it you're going up towards the laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see what occult practices have been going on here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you never know.
Alchemy, man. That's one of my specialities is alchemy.
Right.
I'm about to come into,
You may well be about to come into contact with some alchemical goings on. You open the door and it's this really clean corridor, probably the cleanest corridor you've ever been in your life.
Wow.
Like something off the, Star Trek, the original series, just white walls, lights, a row of lights going along the top. That faint smell of cleaning products, a faint hum of electrical equipment. But it's pretty much closed down. There's hardly anyone here. So as you step in, the lights sort of flicker on to life. And there's this long corridor, probably about 100 meters long, the sort of length of this building. 4, and doors running off at either side. As you poke your head around the corners, they all look like labs in similar kind of decor, super clean, rows of equipment. Up the sides, some scientific, apparatus.
Yeah, no, what kind of... Can I eyeball this apparatus
You can,
in order to get an idea of what sort of apparatus I...
Yeah.
This one catches your eye. This is one of the more interesting rooms. Some kind of...
That's a bit weird. Is that like a table in the shape of a man?
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, are you going into the room, I take it?
Yeah. That's a very interesting looking room.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks
made
like it had been comfy in exactly one position.
Yeah, that's a good kind of summary of it. And yeah, pretty uncomfortable in all others, really. It's made out of like a kind of a plasticky glass material. Really
I
solid.
suppose you could perch on it, man. You
Yeah,
could perch.
it's about sort of just above waist height, like a sort of operating table, but there's no signs of any operating one. Just like you say, the mold of the body. So
Oh,
it would
oh,
be.
the mold of a body, not like the mold of a.
Yeah,
mold.
like a jelly mold. Yeah.
Fuck cheese.
This is the one place they don't clean at all.
So that looks like some embalming tools there on the left that we could,
Is there any sort of occult element to this? I look around. I look at these things, man.
Yeah,
Um,
an intelligence and occult, and yeah.
I've just done an intelligence and science roll. Did that reveal anything? That was very successful.
All right, yeah. It's this is a cloning facility. Cloning lab in here. So yeah, it looks like you would be sort of growing some kind of humanoid on that table. And there's posters in the back that look like they're sort of medical posters.
They're medical. There's nothing occult. I'll give it the occult eye as well. Just to be sure. While I'm eyeballing.
Right.
Oh, that's very good.
Oh, exceptional success.
Yeah, this is the right, on the knife edge of science and magic, and there's been some, dark energies being channeled here. Similar kind of dark energies that created you guys. It's obviously it's not the same because it's not. There's no hint of anything robotic here, but it's that sort of, like I say, school of magic that's been going on. And in fact, you find yourself a journal entry. There's like a data slab. It's only stuck on a couple of pages, so you can't read any more. But let me see if this works. Can you see this as shown to everyone?
Yep.
Is anything
Yeah.
A journal of Fufu Banya.
Yeah. And if you remember, he's the owner of this company.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's a lot of reading there.
There is. So I'll just...
Dark and unsettling feeling.
The machines.
Space genetic convention. You're gonna need one of them.
Oh yeah.
But still, ... You're also gonna need people that. Oh no, this guy's insane. My son will open his eyes. Ephialtes.
What's Ephialtes?
You remember in 300?
Oh, he's the malformed guy, is he?
Traitorous. I'd say there's an unlucky name to give to your son. Oh dear, the madness. Bellerophon's on his way now.
Yeah, I should
No,
try.
you've not done anything, mate. You've done your best. Done your best. I don't know. You've tried. You've wrote about it in a very, poetic way. I'd say don't be so hard on yourself.
Yeah. See if I can-
Oh, the vivid dreams of a faraway moon covered by an endless ocean, I say. An old temple deep in the jungle. Did we leave too soon, or is that the temple we came from? Oh.
Yeah.
What have I done? Yeah.
It's just, you've done what you needed to do, mate.
Yeah.
Have you all finished that, or?
Yeah.
Mm.
It seems like he's got a psychic connection with us.
Oh, you never know.
You never know. There you go.
Who knows?
Oh, yeah, that's what I like to think.
All right, so yeah, you find that and you realize, there's been some strange alchemy. You assume that this must be the birthing table that you was talking about.
Yeah.
So, and if you remember, in one of these rooms down, the other end of the corridor, there's a bed where someone's been staying.
All right.
Right, so
I'm unsettled. I'm experiencing disquiet.
So, are we to assume that the guy who's done these journal entries probably still works here? I mean, speaking to him might be...
Yeah, he's the owner of the company, Fufu Banye. He's the...
Oh, okay.
And just looking around, is it
Yeah.
obvious? Is it obvious looking around that is this place, clearly still being used? It's not. We're not in an abandoned.
No, it's in use. It's very
So I'm
clean
guessing-
and organised. So
Yeah. So these journal entries are recent.
yeah. Actually, I mean, I know they're just entry 1, 2, but yeah, the last one was probably about a week ago. Saying that Michael had gone missing, maybe 2 weeks ago. Well, actually, you work out it was pretty much the day that you guys woke up. So you've had a few weeks in space, have you? Yeah, I suppose you have. So yeah.
So, given that we're in here, and we've got past the can dogs and that kind of thing, I wondered if it would be an idea to just wait in the room for him.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, just to say hello, Daddy, when he arrives.
Or do we go and hide in storage and leave one of our Crichton hands in here? Because what if he opens the door with his T1 million Superbot and we just get... Think we'll be all right?
Yeah. You do it. I mean, just to sort of fill you, the rest of the building is pretty much, as you'd expect for a lab. There's, a canteen, toilets, but mainly rooms a bit like this, but without the birthing table. There is the room, like I say, you go into the room that has the view.
Yeah, the room with yes, absolutely. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's got a storeroom in it that's got a bed where someone's been sleeping, just rough in the corner, with lots of scribbles that you remember you could see a load of scribbles on paper. It looks like basically your temple thing. You know, the picture from the start, as it were.
Right.
Round thing.
Oh, the dreams.
Are we getting that? You know, that weird sense that one of us has been here before. Are we getting that at all?
I think we're getting that a lot.
Yeah, you're getting that feeling. Different from you, but the same sort of thing.
I wonder how many of us there are.
Thousands. Fucking thousands.
We've met one of them. Was he Bellerophon or Michael? He probably wasn't the other fellow.
Bellerophon, man. Bellerophon.
Well, it's up to you to work it out. You know.
Yeah, man. Of course.
Who is it? Maybe it was a completely different person that you were bumping into, or yeah.
But I don't think he was.
These pictures, man.
Are they transporting us to an alien world?
Pretty cool.
Oh, dear me. Yeah, man.
I'm liking this detail, man. What I'm thinking now is someone's had like the frontal lobes removed here, and then for an unknown reason they've removed the cerebellum and just totally fucked this dude's balance up. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not close enough to.
Yeah, no.
I reckon this is the result, man. Someone's just constantly feeling there's a 50-mile-per-hour wind.
Well, you posted they're sort of educational posters about, you know, the anatomy of humans. So yeah, those are sort of text boxes rather than his,
just to remind him when he's doing this.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, that's what a brain is.
Yeah.
If he needs to remind himself what the brain is.
That's the mistake he made with the first one. It's like shit.
Yeah.
I can check my post that.
Completely forgot what a brain's supposed to do.
Easily overlooked, man.
Yeah.
These equations, man.
Yeah. Accurate, man. That's all we need to know. He's doing something right.
The hours to make sure those were correct in case any of you checked them.
I look at it. I look at it all, and it's all stored in the eidetic memory.
Right.
And everything that was on that paper as well.
Cool. Right. So what are you? Oh, an echo's returned.
Sorry.
Yeah.
So
what are we doing? Well, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Crichton hands were being suggested.
What was that? Sorry.
Crichton hands being left in various rooms was a suggestion.
Crichton hands could be a good idea. I'm thinking. Right, this guy has got a bed in a storage room. I don't think I can't see that sort of thing being, official sort of company policy. I think this guy is working outside of the rules a little bit. So I think if we hide in the storage room with the bed, by the time he's discovered us, he's already, there's not going to be security guards following him around at that point. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? He's already working sort of like not undercover, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like catching someone's skinning.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that they've got to give you some because
they've broke the rules.
Exactly.
They've broke the rules, man. They're skinning at work. The unwritten rule is.
So whose bed do you think that is? Just to...
Oh, well, I think that's Michael's bed, surely.
Oh, right, yeah. So you want to leave a thing in the storeroom.
Well, personally, I'm thinking we should stay in the storeroom, but maybe we could leave a Crichton hand in the lab or something, just in case he goes there first.
Yeah, I'm happy to leave a Crichton hand in the lab. That seems to be my MO. I'll set a hand up. I'm thinking somewhere under this test tube rack and these hooked instruments.
Very clearly, embalming tools.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, cool. We'll knock a health off, and was it 2 health for a listening and watching thing? Oh, that was a drone, wasn't it? So I assume you're not making a drone.
Yeah, I've only been knocking 1 off for the hand, but if it's 2, it's 2. I'm cool with whatever.
No, it was the drone at the start. It was 1 for the the camera and microphone, and 1 for the actual drone. You know, the one that you were flying over the fishing things. So it'll just be 1 per hand. So you're leaving 1 in this room behind the test tube rack. G5, are you leaving any appendages?
Do you know what? I will. I'm going to. I'm going to leave 1 in the corridor, like somewhere on the ceiling. If I can attach 1 to the ceiling next to one of the fire exit signs or something, somewhere where it's not going to be noticed.
Yeah,
it looks like a smoke alarm or something.
Right. Give us just a
eyeball in the corridor.
Yeah. What should this be? Do you reckon? Wits.
What to disguise my appendage as a smoke alarm?
Yeah, and make it not as obvious.
Wits and subterfuge.
Yeah.
It's not an attack roll. It's a sheet roll, and it's normal. Two successes.
It's good enough. Yeah, you look, you find you see a smoke alarm, you copy it. Yeah, miasma of nanobots flies out and forms into the correct shape. Yeah. Cool. S2, are you leaving any appendages anywhere?
I don't know, man. I think we've got the place covered now, haven't we?
Yeah, you got the corridor.
I could have like the corridor's super clean, man. Like you say, I think someone's going to notice a stray appendage just walking around like a spider.
Well, it's not a walking. Well, no, mine's disguised as a smoke alarm. That's the plan. So
yeah, so you could disguise it as
very good.
Yeah, you could have another one. Fire.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, on that note, do you want to try and make yours S1 actually look like a test tube rack rather than just being there?
Yeah. Instead of just a terrifying hand.
Disquieting everyone.
Yeah, just instant disquiet.
The whole building falls into a wasteland.
I'm thinking I might make it look like did he have such things in these worlds as like an old calculator, so that there's somewhere for a bit of a speaker that might make a boop noise, and the solar panel could be an eye or something.
Yeah.
What is this? This is like sort of 70s, isn't it? So it'd be like an LED calculator.
Yeah, you can sort of appear as another block of numbers and keys on the calculator, Yeah, it is basic. The calculator in this room is like a typewriter on wheels. So yeah, like I say, you could be another block of 9 number keys at the end, and it wouldn't look that out of place. So yeah, wits and subterfuge.
The old witterfuge.
Just hope someone heavy-handed don't come and start jabbing at the keys and causing you
Just
aggravated damage.
savageism. Oh, I don't know how I'm doing with the old subterfuge. Oh dear.
Subterfuge roll.
Yeah, the old subterfuge. Let's do it.
No.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, let me see if any of those. No, there's no reds there, so.
So it's not right.
I'm not going for drama.
You're staying with your system for it, yeah. If there's any.
Yeah, I think I messed my system up a bit last game, but I've remembered my system now, and that's the system I'm sticking with.
Cool.
Okay.
S2, any appendages, or are you still good to keep yourself intact?
I reckon. Yeah, I'm working on that at the moment. It's a new resolution. Keep myself intact.
No, I mean, are you breaking off a Crichton hand, or?
No. It's the way not the way forward.
Right. And so then you guys are hiding in the storeroom, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, you get in there, close the
Yeah,
door.
I might fashion some sort of way of keeping an eye out from the storeroom. You know, like a snake eye that pokes out of like the crack in the door, in the hinge.
There's not much between in the doors, the hinge. I mean, do you mean just like looking through the keyhole type of thing, or are you leaving?
Yeah, just something I can stick an eyeball through. You know.
Well, that's what we were saying. You could have left an appendage out. You know, a sort of thing with a camera and a microphone like these guys have.
If there's something already in that room, then that's fine. This is just so to keep an eye out if someone comes to the cupboard. That's all.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
I'll just sit there with my ear against the door.
Well, it's a low-tech solution, but I reckon it might be effective.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to clarify, this is a storeroom that's off a room which is off the corridor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go into a lab, and in the sort of back corner, sort of here, there's a little storeroom that's like, you know, half the size.
Yeah, so you could have a little appendage in that room. Yeah.
I could.
But you're not? No? Okay.
You're not there.
You use your ear, man. That seems to be what you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go with what your spirit tells you.
Oh, there's plenty of glass beakers if you want to hold one of them up to the wall as well to give you that added edge.
Well, what about a funnel? Like a trumpet.
You could fashion yourself a crude ear trumpet. Oh, funny man.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Which way does the door open?
Wanted one of them.
Does the door open in or out of the? I'm assuming it opens into the room we're in.
Into the room, yeah.
Right. Okay.
So. Right. So you start waiting.
Yeah, I'm staring wistfully out the window at the angel.
Yeah, you can see, you feel an odd connection. It's like, you know, you're staring at it, and after a bit, you can picture yourself. You know, that first view when you woke up on the beach, and well, not in the temple near the beach. And this strange connection that, you know, like there's a bridge between the 2 points. But yeah, from your eye in the sky, as it were, every sort of hour or so, a security guard plods around the corridors, checks in some of the rooms, does the circuits. You realize this is sort of, we're talking Sunday afternoon, evening, so you've got a full night to go before Monday morning, when you're aware that that's when work starts. So you're all fairly powered up now. So yeah, you're just getting your heads down till.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think being robotic, the waiting game's not. I would imagine it's not as painful as it would be for a human. You just sort of.
Yeah, you just literally just stop.
No, of course it's not, man.
I'm working out
process digits, man.
Yeah, I'm working out pi.
That guy might pop into our head.
Yeah. Currently calculating pi to 12 decimal places. It's pretty high tech stuff.
Mm.
I don't know. I think we got a bit past 12 in 1970 something. I don't know, 1,000.
You'd hope. Yeah, you do. If you sit and still enough, S2, you hear that background very faint of ones and zeros there, even when you're not in hyperspace. It's sort of like it's left its mark on you. And,
It's
just there always if you focus hard enough.
It's the Matrix.
Yeah, maybe it's a bit louder in this place than it's been before, or maybe it's just quieter so that you can hear it. But yeah, it's there in the back.
Now, no, I'm listening out for now as well. I've got used to hearing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's easier. Yeah, exactly. Once you hear the call of Great Apollo, it doesn't seem to leave you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, several hours pass. What's it called? Yeah, you start seeing people arrive. Probably about 7 in the scientists coming in, walking into various labs and starting stuff.
Eager.
Yeah. So, well, I suppose first lot of cleaners, aren't they? So I'm just trying to think you two, well, if anybody happens to have lab experience, who knows what our backgrounds are. So I assume cleaners coming in first, and then people start setting up things, and then maybe about 10:30, the sort of academic types and the research scientists roll in. Well, like you said, there's the odd person that's enthusiastic and hasn't quite burnt out yet. He's keen to get in.
But I don't see anyone that makes me think, Daddy.
No one looks like Daddy to you. Well, not until about lunchtime-ish, and you all suddenly get that feeling of, oh, hang on, there's, what's that? And you see a guy come back down the corridor who's not dressed, as a scientist. He's sort of coat, his outdoor clothes in. He comes in. He's walking down the corridor, nodding to a few people. And you see him come down and open the door to the storeroom and let himself in. And let me show you. Let me file through the thousands of pictures I've got uploaded here. Let's just remind ourselves of the crowd.
Always good, sir. Remember.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on.
The eidetic memory man doesn't let me forget.
Something pops into your head. I think I'm gonna. Oh, bloody hell! Sorry about this. There's a brief.
The catalogue man.
Yeah.
Buy purple crab bars.
The crab
They're
that haunts
splashing
our
good.
dreams.
Yeah, it was good times facing that crab.
Zobo bars. They now even fill up giant purple crabs. He's just there dancing after eating a Zobo bar.
Yeah, it looks like it can cut some shapes.
It's part of the advert.
Oh, yeah.
See, it could either be 3D as it is, where it's clearly walking onto a beach, or it's 2D, and that's the seabed it's kicking up, and it's just poking through the water, causing no effect on the water. It's popped through, because it's settled.
No, it's emerging.
Do you see what I mean? And I know that's clearly what the effect of the art is trying to do, but when we were fighting it, it was underwater, so I was just imagining it more in 2D, where that was like the seabed.
I'll leave that to your imagination.
It's and I'm not just saying, man. That's perspective anyway. It's all about perspective.
It's all about perspective. There's no right or wrong answers.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Right. Let me. Oh, Jesus. Right. Sorry. So we're back to the lab for a second, and then the door opened, and it's not. There we go.
There we go.
Finally. He looks a bit startled for a second, but then suddenly he breaks out into a big smile as he sees it. Friends, it is you. You have come. I have been looking for you, but you have found me. Oh, wonderful. He goes into hug you. Well, I suppose that's two. You're the nearest. He goes to hug you. Are you accepting an embrace from him, or?
Yeah. But I visibly bring in my shoulders.
Oh, well, he welcomes the contact anyway. He goes around all three of you. G5, are you accepting a hug from him?
Yeah, why not?
S1.
Yeah, I'm totally down with it, man.
Oh, friends. Yes, you have seen me in your dreams, have you not? It was you I saw.
In a fashion.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Yes.
No,
it was you that we saw. No, maybe it wasn't. But no, we saw the angel. Remember, I feel like I've been to this place. I've seen that view.
I mean,
who are you?
Yeah, who are you, and why do we have this connection? We don't remember anything. Or very little.
No, well, my name is Michael, but I remember nothing either. I woke up in this place, and
Oh, Michael, you've been created, haven't you?
You're one of us.
Created. What do you mean? I am not a robot. I'm a living man.
But you've been assembled in a similar way, not by biological means, natural biological means.
Are we dropping bombshells here?
Well, you see,
just saying things as they are, man. Spade a spade, and all that.
Give us a wits or intelligence and empathy. See if you can figure out.
This is my ellipsis, man. My ellipsis empathy. Just breaking my guy's spirit.
I think tread carefully, man. This guy's a red belt in some alien martial art.
Yeah, you're brilliant.
It wasn't quite extraordinary, but it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've got some success in my intelligence and empathy.
Right. You think he's he's upset by this, and that you're dropping some bombs on his worldview. But G5, you can see that deep down he knew this. He knew the answers weren't going to be good necessarily, and he knew.
This makes you special, Michael.
Yes, I felt special. I felt that I was different from the others.
You're the new next generation. We'll replace these biological beings, and we'll take over the universe.
So, but it seems like you. I mean, you look biological, though. You're different to us.
Oh yes, I'm not a robot. I'm made of flesh and blood, and you can see he appears to be human.
You look just like a real boy.
Biological, yeah.
But we're the same. We've just got mechanical bodies for some reason. It's not fair.
Everyone thinks we're robots.
What?
I would like to wear your skin.
It's a bit harsh.
Well, no, sorry. Like metaphorically, obviously.
I see. Yes.
Your master, is he still around? Does he still work here? Does he work on Mondays?
Father.
Father,
yes. I call him father, for that word seems appropriate. Yes, he will be returning soon. I think he's probably been on a business trip. He's a very business man. He comes to visit me when he can, though. I'm sure he cares for me.
I'm sure he does.
Are you still waving your arms while you're speaking?
Yes. I do this a lot.
Are there any others like you?
Are those robes fastened tightly?
Yes.
They're not gonna come undone. Good. I can't
It does
see
look a
it.
little bit like his robes might come undone at any moment.
Well, you never know.
Well, yes. I mean, you've been searching for us. What do you know about any other of your father's products?
Creations,
shoes.
yeah.
Well, I assumed I am the only one.
Oh, right.
Oh,
He has not told me of any others.
That's interesting.
You think Father has created others like me? Why would he not introduce me to them?
I think it might not have gone quite as well as you obviously have. That's interesting. So we found now, according to the journal, we found a journal, Michael, and it said that you'd run away, didn't it?
A journal that said I'd run away? Oh, I mean, I have, but whose journal was this?
Oh, I assumed it was your father's.
Father's journal? Can I read it? Please let me read it.
I don't think we have it with us.
You do. You've got, and my guy's got it committed to memory if you wanted to.
Oh yeah, that's true. Does you want to join the journal?
Yeah, no.
We just
Can I give him I can beam it out on 3D pages for him to look at in a hologram. Would you like it in a holographic format?
Just let me read it. Are you letting him read it, or are you reading it out? Yeah, you've not got holograms or that built in, I'm afraid.
I thought I did.
When you're going to have a dot matrix printer,
communicated like that.
I thought you were going to have a printer fitted or something.
No. Again, your technology is totally different to these. So you can't plug stuff in, and you've pretty much got the abilities of a human, other than splitting bits off. So you could, like I said, you can pass it. You have got it with you. It was on a sort of a data thing, about the size of a book. So you can. Is
this a good idea? Can I do like some kind of empathy roll to decide whether or not it's a good idea?
I could give him a heavily redacted version.
Yeah, is this a good idea?
It might upset him, and it is, it's stuff that you don't know. So it's up to you. It's whether you think he should know it, or whether, but you think this is probably going to shock him a bit.
I think
maybe this guy's not Michael, man. Maybe this guy's the freak.
Well, he certainly does look like a freak.
Just make a decision.
I think we're going to redact it. Just redact it all and just show him. Sorry, mate.
Just a bit where it says, Michael, run away. Here, he wrote Michael run away, and then a lot of black marks. I don't know what they mean.
You see?
And let him know he was perfect.
Yeah, no, I mean, absolutely. I mean, in some ways, it's he's going to be chuffed when he reads that. His maker thinks he's awesome.
Yeah,
so he sees him as a son. Let's do all the nice bits and then meet Father and decide whether we need to reveal more.
Yeah, well, you hide everything apart from the nice bits, and he does. He looks like he's about to cry when he reads a bit about how beautiful his son is. Oh, Father, I knew he cared for me. Oh, this is wonderful. Thank you for showing me this. Yes, we should wait and go and meet Father. He will be so pleased to hear that I found friends, others just like me.
I'm sure he will. But tell me, Michael, why did you run away?
I was looking for you. I could feel it inside me. I couldn't hold it any longer, so I came to try and find you. I just concentrated and followed the feelings. I traced you to a beacon station, but you were just left. And I caught you as you were just leaving, and I thought it was better to help than to introduce myself.
Oh, was that you?
That was me, yes.
I should have recognized you. No
Well,
apologies.
I have a canny ability to disguise myself. You see, he sort of takes a deep breath and morphs, and he looks exactly like the blue-haired security guard that stopped you.
Oh, okay, that's clever.
You can feel a bit of pyros being spent as he does this, and then he sort of relaxes. Yes, many.
You want on Pyros, my friend? How do you charge up? Do you like us?
I have to sleep near humans, I think.
That seems likely.
Yes.
Good man.
Oh, well, yeah, I sleep near something that's in this room anyway. Not electricity.
It's okay. You don't need to look it up. I was just making idle conversation.
We stick our fingers in electric sockets. That's what does it for us.
Sounds very dangerous.
Are we what you expected? I mean, you've been looking for us. Did you know that you would find robots? I mean, not that we are robots, but we look like robots.
I know. I had no idea. I mean, I thought at first you'd look like me, but yes, when I saw you, I wasn't surprised really. Like you say, it's what's on the inside that counts. You have these metal bodies now, but I have this flawed biological form. But you feel it too. We can become human, yes.
The spark within us.
Yes,
I sense that is what it's all about.
Yes, and together we will find out what our purpose was, what we need to do. Yes.
This guy's all over it.
Together.
Yes. Well, you have a chat, you have a conversation about sort of generally being a Prometheus, on Azos and that sort of stuff. And he sort of starts poking about in your chest and kind of explains things a bit more to you, which in game terms means he's explaining your advanced roles that you will be able to choose after this, which you already have. And but yeah, he's explaining that there's actually 10 metals in your body that you have to mix. Just to get that thing out of the way. So get 2 vitriol beats for discovering that milestone. No, make it 3.
We had to get him some man.
Yeah.
3 vitriol beats.
Right.
Yeah. And so he's I mean, you can see he wants to just carry on talking. So do you want to? You reckon it's going to be a couple of days?
Yeah, listen, man. Listen to him for a couple of days.
What do you want to do? Just stay in.
Is that how long it talks for?
Probably. Staying here seems like a pretty good idea. If this guy wants to carry on talking.
Well, I mean,
wait for father to turn up.
Yeah, you probably think that it is going to, every so often a scientist will open the door and look and, just, sort of apologize and close the door, look a bit shocked and walk out.
Okay, so they're perfectly fine with.
Let's have another wits and empathy from people as this happens. Oh.
3 successes.
That's good. Yeah. Well, yeah, you all pick up on the fact that they're not perfectly happy with it. You're getting the feeling that they've been told to turn a bit of a blind eye, but it is creeping them out. And knowing what you know about you and people, and
I can soothe these things, man. I can like soothe them so that they don't feel this disquiet, man.
That's a good point, actually. Tell me, Michael, do you ever find that you I mean, don't take this the wrong way, but do you ever find that you creep people out? The only reason why I'm asking is because we do.
yes, it's not my fault, but you get it too, do you? Sometimes people they get the wrong idea and start throwing bricks at you.
Well, it can happen that way, yeah. Yes, it's an unfortunate thing. One day, perhaps, when we've become human, that will stop.
Yes.
My soothing presence, man, has made it easier for people to look at us when they pop their head in the door.
Right, cool. Well, yeah, you could stay here just in this room if you wanted to, or go out and
probably better off
the world. And
what should we take him on a night out? Take him to see some Sinatra.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man! Are we taking everybody out? Like we've got 2 people who are now unlikely to be going anywhere dangerous at all. Because you know what? I think the whole fucking Rigel 7 thing was just. I don't think it's happening anymore, and I think people have got to see fucking Space Sinatra on the promise of a death wish mission, of a suicide mission. That's not even going to materialize now. So I feel robbed.
Right, all right, I've got a plan.
You know, Space Sinatra is a one in a lifetime thing, man. I'm not paying out for that again.
Fair enough. And to be honest, this guy would be happy with Space McDonald's.
I've got a plan that keeps
we haven't
us
got
all
the Dotson resources.
We'll still send the 2 humanoids to Rigel 7 whether we go or not. And we'll just tell them that we've got a Crichton hand on the ship that's watching them, and they've got to go. Because, we've got to get our money's worth here, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Damn right, man. That's
Space
so plutonian.
Well, if you suggest Space Sinatra, his eyes like, oh, I've always dreamed, or at least for the
no one said Space Sinatra out loud, man. That was not spoken out loud.
Actually, to be honest, I think we're running a little low on cash. I'm not sure if we can afford any more space.
Don't worry about that. Father gave me one of these cred cards.
Oh, Jesus.
Silvery. Apparently, this has money on it. Oh, please, we can say Space Sinatra.
Yeah. Sure. No, it's your pay, mate. Because we got no more resource.
Shall we go and see a show?
Oh, yes. We'll go have a show.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Everybody's mad for this guy, man.
Is this guy appropriately dressed for a show?
Yeah, we'll put our helmets on and our suits.
Yeah.
A night as humanoids watching Space Sinatra. I think we owe it to ourselves.
Yeah.
You're right. Yes, we do. We should enjoy life, live it to the full.
That's what life's all about.
Yes. So you have friends, though, you say. You say there are others. I saw them with you.
Yeah.
The blue guy and the insect one. Where are they?
Yeah, they're cool guys. They're in a travel lodge at the moment.
Space travel lodge.
I'd so like to meet them.
I think they may be consuming large quantities of
sausage rolls and pasties on an industrial estate on the edge of town.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Let us bring them along. We can all be friends together.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, they
I think this is a great idea.
Yeah, go on then, why not?
I don't know, I kind of like to have clusters of friends, mate, which don't meet each other. Because in case one of them's a bit of a freak, what I mean? It freaks everybody else out.
if we do you reckon we could book like a what do they call them, like a well, like a little corner, like a table all on our own sort of thing, so we don't have to mix with people too much.
Yeah,
He's
like
got
a
a
little
silver
VIP.
credit card.
Yeah.
They have that sort of thing.
I mean, it would cost a lot, that sort of thing, but yeah, he doesn't seem to be fazed by it. Yeah, it's a little private VIP booth.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, we could do with that. So we're not. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's better than mixing with the public.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be fantastic. My guy keeping the disquiet down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got to have this quiet dampener. We've got some
Me.
humanoids.
Yeah, I can direct any surplus disquiet onto just randoms.
We were made for this.
Onto Space Sinatra. Oh, that'd be funny.
Don't get into disquiet, everybody. Jesus, it just sends the place into a wasteland.
You know what? I mean, the mischief in me, and the will to learn does make me wonder that if we do cause any disquiet, do we inflict it on Space Sinatra?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, calls are right.
It's an option. Oh yeah.
No, it's not. It's one of those options we don't do. It's
excuse me.
It's funny to think about, but we're not going to do that.
No.
I'm going to try and soothe it. I'll soothe it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Space Sinatra's all right, man. The guy shouldn't be. Someone who deserves it, man.
Well, let's see, man. Let's go see how talented he is.
Well, we can't go like this. We must get ourselves appropriately attired.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Yes,
it's Tux time.
Yeah, it's Tux time that what's his name? Nick Howe and the unnamed pilot come and meet you, and you go.
No, his name Probos, man.
Oh
Mimo.
Nemo, that's what. Yeah, his name is Provost, but we just call him Nemo.
Oh.
Yeah, they meet you. You go to a tailor's and get measured up. He's got a variety of different, measuring tapes for all the different races. Because obviously he's got to get the shoulder hoods for the Dracnoids and that sort of thing. But yeah, you guys don't take your what's your claim? Are you keeping your boiler suits on and claiming you're human, or are you claiming that you're robots? And
why don't we just tell Michaels to say that he's bringing along his robot friends. He wants to take his robot friends out to because he's fairly convincingly what's the word, eccentric. So if he just sort of plays the eccentric card, these are my robots, I want to take them for a show, can you fit them with a tuxedo? I don't think that'd be too weird. Well, it would be weird, but I think it'd be weird in a way that it would just go. Yeah, okay.
No. What we should do is go into the tuxedo shop and just go in with our suits on, and just say, look, we've got a disease that means we have to sit in this suit. Because if we're exposed to sunlight, we're
going to get tuxedo outside our suits?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Can you fit an outside tuxedo?
I think fitting a tuxedo to a robot, Johnny Five style, I think is the way forward.
You have very thin arms, man, like thin tuxedo pipe arms.
Right, so yeah, you two are going in as robots. You're claiming you're a man in a boiler suit who wants to tuxedo over his boiler suit.
You're going to get very warm.
No, I'll go with the crowd, man. I'll
You could create some sort of butt fan to cool you down.
I won't be that, man. Yeah.
Well, anyway, yeah, it's like you say, the excuse makes sense. He runs in and he says, hello, I need suits for my friends and for my robots. I'm having a special party, and I want my robots to look like real waiters. And yet the guy accepts it, and they're measuring you up for your suits, getting fitted, everything's going well. At one point, you think you hear him, he whispers to the tailor, "They're not really robots, they're my friends." The guy's a bit of a funny look.
Yeah.
Other than that,
Okay, mate.
I like this guy. I'm warming to him. I think he's a good bloke.
He's a charming chap.
Is it like a Japanese guy walking into somewhere with a pair of sex dolls and just sitting them down at a table?
Yeah, pretty much.
And just is it like if that happened?
It's not quite that bad. I mean, obviously with robots, everyone assumes you're a sex bot. It's like with the army. Surely that's what Boston Dynamics are doing. What other purpose is there for robots? But yeah, it looks a bit weird and eccentric, like my guy says. It's a bit of an odd thing to do to dress robots up, and you're odd-looking robots as well. So, but yeah, it's odd enough to think, well, that must be some kind of odd gimmick.
Mm-hmm. Must be what the cool kids are doing these days.
Yeah, maybe it's like from a film. This guy's an actor, and this is like,
yeah, they're expecting Candid Camera, Jeremy Beadle to pop out anyway.
Yeah. Or you're going to start, selling some new type of drink to everyone, and it's. But yeah, you go. You do notice that your pilot and your Nick out after a few days rest and new suits, they're looking like they're in a higher social bracket than they were in when you first met them, or at least when you first arrived at the service station.
How have they become socially mobile?
Well, just from having a bath, a few days sleep, in a tuxedo. They're looking sharp, is what I mean there. But,
haven't you got like crumbs all down the front of the tuxedo from the pasties?
Just give it a bit of a wipe,
Yeah, no, they've just got their tuxedos before the path. So they're brand new, looking good. Yeah, and you buy yourself a VIP booth for Space Sinatra. And they get yourselves a nice meal. Those guys are, seem over the moon buying it. This is their second trip to see space. And I was like, a once in a lifetime occasion. Yeah, what are you guys doing? Are you indulging in food you can technically eat? You can sense it and rate it as whether it's good or bad, but it makes no odds really to you.
I'm going to have a crack at it for when I do become human, so I've got some sort of database of likes and dislikes. Perhaps. I'm planning for the future. So yeah, I'll have a crack at everything that's around.
Right. Yeah, well, you suggest that to your companions, and they seem up for having a bit of a banquet and trying everything. There's all stuff from across the galaxy here.
Yeah, I'll eat stuff.
Yeah. G5, are you going to eat some real food to establish a baseline for when you are human?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
It's a huge buffet, of all different, crabs and steaks from different beasts, and some things that look like the wings of a bird, but bigger than chicken wings, maybe a turkey wing size. And yeah, all your senses are telling you this is cooked to perfection. This is all excellent food, well prepared.
Step up from Mofo bars or whatever they were.
It is several steps up from them. Yeah. You're enjoying it. Space Sinatra's enjoying it. Well, he's going to start later on in the evening. But yeah, as he sat there enjoying, taking it all in, there's warm-up artists and that. You see a couple of people sort of come in dressed in a uniform. Looks very much like a sort of security guard uniform, like a kind of flat white hat. And they're talking to the maitre d', and you see the maitre d' turn around and point in your booth's direction. And you see
Oh shit!
they say something on some kind of communicator, and one of them puts his hand on the ray gun in his holster, and they start making their way over to your booth.
Oh, it's gone downhill. You see, I was kind of thinking that we were starting off a bit like Kanye West's presidential campaign will probably start.
Well, yeah, that's probably still true, you know.
But yeah, the ray guns are involved now.
Yeah, that's not right.
What do you do? You see all
It's okay, man.
your other companions, they're engrossed in it all, and they're sort of watching the music and clapping away and drinking some, Octillion wine, which apparently is good. Bit of cool Kine crab.
Oh,
Particularly tasty.
okay.
Yeah, shall we just we'll just sort of sit back, I think, and act as much like as robot like as we can.
We're obviously who we are, man. If we'd have just worn our concealant suits, we're sat there as robots in it.
Yeah,
it look ridiculous in tuxedo.
Let's just relax, all back of the bus, man. Everything's cool.
Yeah, I'm just sort of assuming that you get characters turning up to watch Space Sinatra. Do you not? I don't know.
Yeah,
we've paid anyway.
Yeah.
No, man. I'm gonna sort of try and get out of there.
Well, already you're sprinting for the door already.
You'll try.
Well, like
you reckon
just to see what happens from an angle, man.
Yeah, they are sort of right on the other side of this very big sort of theatre / dining hall place. So you've got a few minutes to decide what you want to do. So if you want to get up and start leaving, you can get. I mean, they'll see you, but obviously they'll.
Yeah.
Well, they don't want to
right.
scene, do they?
Did you get your tux fitted over your suit, S2, or are you full robot like?
No. I'm just decided to look just like you guys, so as not to cause even more disquiet.
Turns out that was a mistake. Yeah.
I'm happy to just sit and wait. Let's see what the charges are. It could be, we've found your lost key fob. Everything's all right,
We're just checking in to say everything's cool, guys.
Yeah, hence the ray guns.
We've come all this way.
All that heard about plutonium theft, or in which case, we'll deal with that accordingly. I mean, we're with the richest man in the universe's son here, or
apparently it seems to be the case.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we've got our little private area. How private is this private area? Presumably it can't be that private, otherwise we wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah, it's not super private. I mean, you've got like a little, it's like a little circular wall separating you from the rest of the, like an open circle, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like a big booth, really.
Yeah, like the booth Scarface sits in sometimes.
Yeah.
Do we just sit back and wait for
and just get
what happens?
Yeah.
What, like fucking Abraham Lincoln?
Well, they're not gonna
Abraham Lincoln.
Watch our back, it'll be fine.
You say that.
Right, it'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, you wait. They come round. They eventually get to your table. They're not looking at you. They're looking at Nikau and the pilot.
Oh, right.
Nikau Haku. It's like, yes.
What's he been up to?
Pro Boss Fang. Yes. We're arresting you for plutonium theft. and the assault of several security guards. Come with us. You see them both stare at you as if, what do we do?
I give him the hand sign of it's okay.
We'll look after you.
And then, but we just, aside from that, remain almost lifeless and just let them get taken away.
Yeah, that's my thinking.
Michael pipes up. What is going on here, officer? What is the problem? These can't have done anything. They are my friends. My friends wouldn't have done anything wrong. You must have made a mistake. There's no mistake here. These people were seen on security camera committing these vile crimes. Your robots will have to be decommissioned as well. But yes, stand up, you two. No, this isn't right. This isn't right. This can't happen. This can't happen. You see,
Legal.
you get a
legal mode activated. I don't know, man.
Yeah, you get a feeling, of Pyros being spent. The two guards sort of suddenly stare at Michael, terrified, as if he's some kind of monster stood for him. And they just turn on their heels and run.
Oh, right, okay.
Turns at you guys and smiles. There you go, see? I told you I'd look after my friends.
Oh, nice.
Anyone hurt you.
You did very well, Michael. I think we need to leave very quickly.
But we haven't seen Space Sinatra.
No, but Space Sinatra.
No, but I think these guys are going to be back and in greater numbers.
Well, hang on. Why don't we just send our two, Haku and Beetleman home? They've already seen it.
Well, no, they were talking about decommissioning us.
Yeah, but I mean, we've been sold now, man. We've been sold. We've changed hands. We now belong to Michael.
Yeah, but I think we've been incriminated. We've been,
be criminals.
Well, I mean,
it's like the getaway car. All right, you might sort of say that the criminals had stole the getaway car or something and the car needed crushing. But if the car's
they'll probably
try
and reprogram us or something, won't they?
Huh?
They'll probably try and reprogram us. They'll be looking for the reset button. You have to activate with the biro. It's placed somewhere private.
Somewhere on our being.
Yeah, it's placed somewhere private.
So you're staying or going? You're all watching Space Sinatra, or?
I don't think we should stick around. Yeah, these guys are terrified at the moment, but at some point they'll pluck up the courage to come back, or bring more of their friends. I think we need to get out of here.
We need to hack into the space police computer and erase the crime
somehow. Well, we can't really do that because there is no sort of mainframe, is there? Which makes you think how they even recognized anyone. I don't know.
They've got the ways, man. There was in the Wild West. $100.
The CCTV footage, man. That's what we need to destroy. That's the crucial evidence.
Yeah, it'll all be stored on VHS, so we can just magnetize it, wasn't it?
Just walk into the police station.
Like in Breaking Bad.
Go into the evidence bit. Biddy, 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 biddy. Evidence spot. Dig, 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 dig. And just go and magnetize.
Yeah, we're going to have to... I'm a bit reticent to leave the...
You're really looking forward to Sinatra?
Well, it's the Space Sinatra, man.
Michael's clearly looking forward to it. We could just leave him here.
Can't leave him here on his own, man. He'll go sick. He wants his friend,
he
man.
could turn
It's,
Sinatras concert into a
we've got
wasteland.
ourselves. We've got
Yeah,
ourselves
no,
a
yeah,
problem here,
he
man.
won't. He won't stay, will he? I don't think we can stay.
Okay, Michael, what usually happens when people run off screaming? What happens next?
Well, I don't know. It's usually scientists who say bad things about me, and I don't see them again after that.
Okay, right. No, what's probably more likely to happen now is to come back in greater numbers with machine guns.
Yeah.
Oh, that doesn't sound friendly at all.
Well, they're less friendly. They're significantly less friendly than the scientists, and they haven't got your father telling them to, stay out of it.
Claim food poisoning and try and get a refund, and we'll try and come later in the week.
Oh, okay. If you think that's best,
Yeah.
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, sorry, but I mean, at least you had some great food and everything, and a bit of the atmosphere.
Oh yes, it was so nice spending time with friends.
Indeed, it was good.
Oh, I never dreamt
Yeah,
of this.
come
would be
on,
possible.
private party. We'll go to the travel lodge with our two mates here. We'll get some booze.
What
in
we
and we'll
could do,
party.
we could leave a Crichton hand here, record it, and play it back through our R2D2 projector.
Yeah, what you mean when they all turn up with loads of machine guns?
Well, no, but pointed at Space Sinatra.
Oh, I see. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
That's a
we
good
can
idea.
still witness
A
Space Sinatra.
bit of
Like a
space
remote.
piracy.
Yes, bit of space piracy, and I record it as well with my eidetic memory so I can sell it.
Hey, there you go. That's an excellent move. Yeah, you should leave yourself
Space
a crying
Sinatra
now.
live.
Ooh.
Yeah, now you can leave a high quality recording device, point it at the stage.
Mm. All right, I'll snake my house.
What was it before? Was it Wits and Subterfuge when you made your
Yeah, that's the one I used.
appendages? Yeah, I guess we'll make sure so it looks like maybe a lamp or something.
An ashtray.
Yeah.
Wits and subterfuge. I think I might need to be inspired on this one, man.
I can try and inspire you.
Yeah,
Wits,
I can give you a.
Oh yeah, no, like yeah, that would be good. But I was thinking of actually being driven, yeah.
Oh right. Yeah, there's my yeah. Wasn't very inspired.
But that always helps if it's an audible yeah, which it
doesn't
wasn't.
always help.
Oh.
It's just someone nodding in the background of the video.
Well, there you go. You got more successes with your complete lack of subterfuge than I got with my 8 dice.
Right. So you're saying you were inspired to do that? Yeah.
I think I'm going to be inspired. Yeah. What does it do again?
You get a point. You get a willpower back, and then if you roll 3 successes, it's a exceptional success.
An exceptional.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just gonna take the willpower back, and then I'm gonna roll with that modifier and hope for the best. Right. Well, I've got a success, so it's not exceptional.
It's not. It looks close enough to an ashtray that you think people won't notice. And you leave it recording. Knock off a health for that, obviously, as you.
Yeah, I've done.
Cool. Right, yeah. eventually they give him a refund, and the 5 of you go to head out. As you step out the exit, you hear someone shouting "freeze" and like a bright light being shone in your eyes.
Oh, for God's sake.
Someone has been to get their friends, as you accurately predicted.
Oh,
Taxi. Space taxi.
So yeah, they're across the road from you. As your eyes adjust, you realise there's not as many. There's 3 sort of cars, each with 2 space police in that have pulled up. So a total of
Right.
6. But they've got their, they're stood in a defensive position, as with their car doors open. You're on the other side of the road. That, I mean, you can probably tell, and you would guess that the guns are all pointed at Nickau and Probos. They're pretty much ignoring the rest of you 3 and Michael. Well, no, actually, there's one guy's got his gun pointed at Michael because obviously he looks like some form of life.
Should we, as a bit of a random one here, should we help the police arrest Probos and Nickau? So they think that we've got like, a positive function. And then while we're in the police station, we sort of like make friends with the police. We
could always break them out of the police station later, couldn't we? Or maybe,
yeah, that's what I mean.
Maybe this guy's father can pay the bail.
This guy, yeah, I'm sure he can.
I'm kind of up for just, the okay sign.
Yeah.
Everybody relax. Send these 2 to prison.
I'm a bit concerned about the possibility of being decommissioned.
All they need is pasties and sausage rolls in prison.
I mean, they've been climbing down the social ladder since they got here. So.
Oh shit, man! I've left like 1 health in the theatre, man, which now I'm not going to be able to get back.
I mean, can you just sort of call it back to you? Does it sort of find its way using back to you when you?
It can do, yeah. You all have permanently lost it.
I think you should leave it there to record the show, though, man.
Yeah, no, I'm going to leave it there to record the show, but probably always regret it.
So, yeah, you come back this way. You can pick it up again. Well, actually, though, it would follow you technically, I think, unless it gets destroyed. And then it's
just like a worm.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I think there is. I think it might say something about it in the book, but I think you can. If it just dies, it's just like you've taken a point of aggravated damage, and it heals as any other wound would.
Yeah, that's handy enough.
Yeah. So you're just gonna walk away and leave, give them the hand sign.
Yeah.
Give us a presence.
With Michael.
As S1, give us your presence and your empathy roll to communicate this message of everything's going to be okay.
Right.
How's your presence?
Could be worse. Hey, I'm like the Fonz.
Yeah.
You see, he does. He takes a deep breath, but he thinks, no, we haven't been steered wrong yet. Sort of much. And yeah, so him and pro boss step forward and put their hands up, and the police come and arrest them. One guy's got his gun pointed at Michael. And yeah, they at one point, what we do with the robots, and Michael leaps, and they're mine, leave them alone. So yeah, they just arrest the two guys, and you're left to it on the street.
All right, that was easy.
Of a fashion, it was very easy. Yeah.
I mean, part of me is slightly tempted to just say, "Oh well, never mind."
Well, you do.
No, we can't just let Nick out go to prison, man. And Probus as well, man. His Stockholm syndrome's at risk now.
It's all right.
He might actually end up turning on us.
They'll still go to Rigel
He's
7.
actually a victim.
We'll still send them a Rigel 7, man. We just need to come up with a plan now. I mean, we don't want a public street fight with laser guns, because we'd probably turn this place into a wasteland or something. I reckon we can cook up an excellent plan now we've got thinking time.
You do, G5, though, you do realise how easy it was just to sort of, capture that moment for you, as you were saying, betraying your friends. It doesn't take any effort. You just, literally don't do anything, and it's done. So it makes you curious, why don't more people do it? Or maybe it makes you think, it's really good of the people who don't constantly, betray their friends. It obviously shows character, or maybe that's clearly the way to go.
It's certainly, I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning about what it is to be human. In a weird sort of way.
Right, well, I'll tell you what, a brief food break there.
Let's do it.
Come back and see what that brilliant plan is you're about to think of.
Yeah.
Right, cool.